and welcome to today's video. So this is just going to be a quick introduction. I've filmed some snippets of this bookcase, and as you can probably tell by the title and I'm guessing the thumbnail, this is a bookcase organisation video. But I thought I'd first show why I'm needing to do this and get a new bookcase and organise it all. This is the current corner, and like literally like I can touch both sides, but it's a really nice cosy reading corner in the bedroom. We've got the window here, you can see the curtains, and then like this alcovey bit, and then we've even kind of extended it further by the fact that the wardrobe touches this wall and like continues on. So in between the wardrobe and this wall and this wall, we've got quite a nice like deep space that can be used. And when we first moved in, I got this bookcase and it has been great. It's served me well, but it's really full. It doesn't look that bad. Like on the bottom you can see there is like stuff that's non-bookish. There is like a box here and a teddy over there, but what you can't tell from this angle of the camera is that this top shelf is now double stacked, and that is making this top shelf start to bow in the middle. So it's just time, and I need a bigger bookcase that'll fit all the books and continue fitting on the books, because up in the office where I like film my TBR videos and all of that is the bookcase where I've got all of my books that I want to and like need to read, and in the bedroom where it's more calm and serene and I don't want to see that and be stressed, this is my bookcase of all of my read books. So these are all the books that I read in 2021, and obviously, well, I'm starting to film this on the 2nd of January. I don't know when it'll be up and how long this will take, but obviously I want this to stay very calm and have enough space to add on all of 2022's books as well, and hopefully 2023's. Like, I want to make this next bookcase last. I've found the bookcase I think I want on the IKEA website. We are going to head over to the shop now and just kind of make sure that it's what we want. But yeah, it's wider, so it'll come out to roughly about here, and it's a lot taller. This has obviously only got 4 shelves to it, whereas I think the new one we're going to get has 6. So yeah, I've already filmed some close-ups of the bookcase and what it looks like, so I'll insert those as and when they're needed. I just wanted to kind of do this little introduction to show this is the state of things now. We're going to get a new bookcase, and then I'll probably just come back once the new bookcase is built. Maybe I'll do a time lapse for building the new bookcase, and then I'll come back afterwards and it'll be here and ready. But in between, like taking all the books off this, moving this, and the new bookcase going up, there's quite a bit to do. This chair needs moving. It's hopefully going to fit back, I would think, fingers crossed. But we've got these fairy lights all over the wall. I don't know how well they'd pick up, but because this bookcase hasn't got a back, they shine all the way through. But with the new bookcase being over here and up tall, it's got a back to it, so there's not much reason to keep the fairy lights here, because you're only going to be able to see like this little bit here. So I'm also going to take the fairy lights down. We've got some mirrors up on this wall, take those down, patch up the walls where any nails have been, polyfiller, and then paint over, and then I'll come back and do the bookcase. And there's also a rug under here that will need moving, because this is a little wonky because of the rug, but it wasn't an issue when we first started using it because there was so little on it. But yeah, you can definitely see the wonkiness to it now, so I need to move the rug out and I'll just put it back after the bookcase has gone up. So yeah, let's just get going, I guess. Okay, so here is how we are looking at the moment. My camera did die earlier, but this is where we got to essentially. You might see down here there is a book here. This is one that needs to go back upstairs. I haven't read it yet, but it's the biggest book that I own, and it fits on this bottom shelf, which is the biggest shelf. So that's really cool. And yeah, I think it's coming together quite well. I've put the rug back down. I haven't taped it back down, but I am going to tape it. But after the disaster of trying to get all that tape off, I'm literally going to put a few pieces on it. I don't think it needs more than a few little pieces. So yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment. I think I'm going to leave it here for tonight and come back in the morning and get some more stuff sorted for it. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's looking. Now we're going to get into the actual organisation part of the video, so I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, hello, it's the next day. The bookshelf is empty, it's clear, it's ready to go. There is actually technically a basket on the top, but it's just an empty basket right now. I just thought it might be nice to have a basket, but I don't know what's going in it yet. So yeah, bookshelf is empty except for that. And I'm ready now to start putting books on it. I've just finished filming the 2021 statistics video that, well, they've probably been up by now. And yeah, all my books are downstairs, so I thought I'd take it really nice and slow. My main thought is I'm going to either record like this, so I'm going to want this shelf and this shelf to look nice, or I'm going to record like this, so I'm going to want this shelf and this shelf to look nice. So basically the top two, this one doesn't matter so much. Obviously I want them all to look nice, but I don't have, my books aren't even going to fill half of these shelves, so I can really space them out and make them look really stylistic. So yeah, I'm basically just going to concentrate on those. I think I'm going to turn this shelf here into a rainbow shelf. I think I'm going to get all of my standalone books that have rainbow spines and do that, because I'm pretty confident I want that. And then I think my goal for tonight is just to get all the books on the shelves, not necessarily in the right place. And I'm not going to worry about sorting out bookends or like little like trinkets and candles and coasters and all that other stuff. I'm not going to worry about that tonight. Tonight is just rainbow shelf on this shelf here, and figure out what sort of shelf I want to put the rest on, because I think I'm going to maybe do series at the top, rainbow standalones here, and maybe graphic novels on the very bottom shelf because it's taller than the rest of the shelves. I think the bottom shelf is 31 centimetres, whereas the rest are between, I think, like 27 and 29. So the bottom shelf definitely has like a bit more height to it. So yeah, that's my basic plan. I'm going to record bits and pieces. I think what I'm going to do is get my GoPro and set up a time lapse, because I don't think there's going to be a lot to talk through. And if there is, I'll do it as a voiceover. So yeah, enjoy me figuring out what shelves to put what on. Okay, so here is how the bookcase is looking. and honestly I'm quite happy with it. I'm just not loving it, to be honest. I've put a series here, which means the top 2 rows, I mean, they're not actually full, they just keep falling over, like that's, you know. But the top couple of shelves look way like heavier and way much more than the rest of the shelves, which are quite empty. So, it's just falling over. So, I think what my plan is now, I'm going to sit down, have a proper think about like the non-book things that I want on the shelf. So, for instance, like I already know I've got a couple of coasters, and I think having a coaster near where you sit on the chair would be a nice thing. And just, I think I'm going to look at loads of like bookcase inspiration pictures, like look at like knickknacks and ornaments, and just figure out what I want on the shelf and put together a list. And that's the plan for now. So that's what I'm going to do. I also need to look at Bookends, because this falling over business is quite ridiculous, to be quite honest. Okay, so I've come up with a bit of a plan for the bookshelves. I did a little drawing and basically added in some things that I thought might look cool. So a couple of baskets, a couple of ornaments, a light. I just kind of played around with it until I was happy with how it looks in my head, basically. And yeah, so I'm not going to worry about rearranging it tonight, because I have decided to do more of a like genre specific bit, just to kind of stop the complicatedness of it all. I think I've got 10 books that I wasn't really sure where to put, and I've got some sections where I'd started to organise things and then there was only like 6 books to put in that section. It just wasn't looking great. So yeah, basically I decided to do quite a bit of knickknacks on it essentially, but I think it's going to end up looking really good, hopefully. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to stress about it tonight. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and then I think either tomorrow or the day after, sometime soon, I'm going to pop into town, see what I can find in the charity shops, see what I can find in TK Maxx, and then anything that I don't get in town I'll look online for. Because I know I need to get a plant stand, which I was going to go to TK Maxx for anyway, because I've seen them in there before. And I also want to get some sort of light to like fit behind the chair to make it like an entire little area. So I need to do that anyway. But bookends, I think I want 5 bookends, but they're so expensive. So the ones that I really want look really cool, and yeah, are like dinosaur bookends. You can't actually find that many, but they're really expensive, and I managed to find some that were like 59 Australian dollars, so about like £32, but they were all like this sort of price. I'll put like an image in here, but yeah, like that's the sort of thing I like the look of. Like I don't even like the gold spray, it's just the others I could only find them in like bright kids colours, so this is like the closest to what I want. So I've decided I'm going to make them myself. I'm gonna have a brainstorm, figure out exactly what bookends I want, and I'll probably make an entire other video on it, to be honest, because knowing how expensive bookends are, I think I can DIY them for cheaper, and if I can, you can. So yeah, I'm probably gonna give myself about a week to do that as well, because I don't want to stress myself out. Like, this is meant to be a nice chill vibe of just sorting out. I know one thing I definitely want is a basket. It's like really short. Basically, so I finished my first book of the year, which was Convenience Store Woman, and I just think I want to put it on the bookshelf, but I do wrap ups at the end of every month, so I think having a basket where it only comes up to like here or something, so I can have all my books in, I can see them, and at the end of the month after my wrap up I can move them and put them in the correct place. But for the month I'm reading them in, they can be on the bookshelf but like be in like the basket of like books to wrap up sort of thing. So that's my plan. I definitely want a shallow basket. But yeah, I am basically just gonna figure out exactly what I want to get from town tomorrow, exactly the sort of thing I'm going to be looking for. Over the next couple of days I'll go to town, find some bits and bobs, and over the next week or so I will make some bookends, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. The only thing I'm worried about is, so to make the whole area I want to get the plant stand and the light, but if I need to order it, it's not going to arrive for like two and a bit weeks, so I need to make my mind up over the next couple of days. So if I need to order a light, I can get that ordered. Okay, hello, I'm back. I've now had everything arrive for the bookcase. except for one basket, but everything that's just ready to go on and everything to make the bookends is now here. So my plan is to get all the decor on. Obviously I'm missing one basket, but where these books are down here, they'll just live in a basket. They're the books I've read in the current month. So I know a basket's going there and I've ordered it, I'm just waiting for it to arrive. But then I know I want quite a few bookends. Like at the moment you can see a lot of books are on their side to like keep books up. So yeah, put the decor on, figure out where it's going to go, and then figure out exactly how many bookends I need. I think I need 5, but it's easier to see it like in person. And then over the next week make them. So the first thing I've got is this basket. I just grabbed it from Dunelm, and this is going to hold the things in it that are either needed for the decor or are like seasonal, so they're not going to be on it right now. So for instance, I've got this candle which is a Christmas candle, so that can go straight in there. I've got a little house that's a Christmas house, and I also found out my little Halloween snow globe, so they can all go straight in there. And then for one of the other items going on the shelf, I've got chargers for it, so I'll put the chargers in there as well, and this can go on. And then I've also got this little moon thing, so this can go. Plant. Then I've also got this little pot of bookmarks. I'm going to spray paint the pot at some point, but for now it works fine. Then I've got a couple of coasters. I'm just going to keep one out, and then I'm pretty sure this is the last. Yeah, last but not least, I've got another little candle, and that ugly alarm clock is going to be moving. We need to get one for long enough lead to sit on top. But yeah, that is the vibe at the moment. Oh, I did also have the plant stand arrive, so I just need to order a plant now, and hopefully a little floor lamp will fit here. But yeah, that is it currently. I have had this is the dinosaur I'm most excited about. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with making some bookends and figuring that out. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've recorded anything to do with the bookshelf, but I've just almost finished making these dinosaur bookends. But before I spray painted them, I wanted to kind of make sure that I knew where they were going on the bookshelf and what colour I wanted to spray paint them. So I'm now going to organise the bookshelf just a little bit better than it currently is to make sure that these have a space to fit. I also don't know if I ever recorded when this little gold box came, but this gold box arrived and it keeps all of my books in that I've read in the current month, ready for a monthly wrap up. So I realised half what I've been doing is down here, but I think I've decided what I'm doing. I think I'm going to spray this one pink to go to the pink end of the rainbow. I think I'm going to spray this one down here green, and I've got one there. I think I'm going to spray that one gold, and then I think the bookcase will be pretty much done. I think I want to get a couple more ornaments, but I think I'll just wait and like see when I find them in charity shops. There is one really cool ornament I found on Etsy that I might get, but I think I'm just going to do a little charity shop, dig in and hold out a little bit. So yeah, this is how the bookshelves are currently looking. Once I've got the bookends finished, I will do like one final zhuzh to make sure I'm happy with it all. But yeah, this is how it is right now. Okay, so my bookcase, pretty happy with it, but I've just filmed my January wrap up and I've got all these books to put away. So I'm going to do that and at the same time kind of finish it essentially. I'm really happy with how I've got it set up. I just don't like the specific sections, like I want to zhuzh it up a bit. So what we've got at the moment is fantasy slash sci-fi, fantasy slash sci-fi, anything that doesn't fit into any of the other sections, standalones with a colourful spine, middle grade, and graphic novels. And then that gold basket there, I put my books in that I read every month basically. So if I read a month in February, it'll live in that gold basket until I film my February wrap up. Yeah, like I'm really happy with the individual sections, like these two shelves being the fantasy sci-fi, I'm really happy with that. I just feel like I want to move the books on the shelves around a little bit. So that's what I'm planning on doing now basically. I'm gonna have a good look at everything, give it a good move around and just finish it off. I did make my bookends. I'll do close-ups of all the shelves once they're done, but I do now have bookends for the shelves. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how it's turning out. I just want to finish it off, so that's what this is going to be. I'm probably just going to turn this into a time lapse whilst I'm finishing it off, and then we'll go through the shelves. Okay, the bookshelf is finished. This was a very long bookshelf organisation video. I did not expect it to take this long when I started it, but we're here. Like, I think you can pretty much see top to bottom right now, and I think it looks pretty good. So let's take a look. So starting on the very top, we've got a few books. Got my childhood teddy bear. That basket I got because in the summer I plan on keeping all of our blankets that are currently all around the house in a basket, and I thought that would work quite well. They've currently got a plant up there as well. Probably change it at some point, but for now it works quite well and I think it looks quite cool. Then on this next shelf we've got the start of the like fantasy sci-fi, although most of this is all fantasy. So we've got the Morganville Vampire series, the Red Queen series, the Vampire Academy series, These Violent Delights, Clockwork Angel, the start of the Mortal Instruments series, and then the start of the Divergent series. Then moving it down another one. So we do have this basket here, but then the rest of this is more fantasy sci-fi. So we've got the... I don't think those are in the right order. I'm pretty sure Shiver is first. So the Shiver series. We've got This Poison Heart, The Loneliest Girl in the Universe, Suspicious Minds, the Hunger Games series, the Gracing series, the start of the Secret Circle series, All Systems Red, and the Handmaid's Tale kind of duology thing. And then this basket just holds seasonal stuff. So it's got like a Halloween ornament and a Christmas ornament in. And then I can like swap stuff around on the bookcase quite easily. Then this next shelf is the books that don't really fit perfectly into any of the other categories. You've got a coaster and these bookends. I did make these myself. That video will be coming very soon. I just need to finish editing it. And this is the dinosaur's head, and this end is the dinosaur's bottom, and I think it looks really cool. And yeah, I'm quite impressed that I made this. It's not perfect. You can see that that's a bit wonky, but it works. So yeah, we've got some poetry book, a book about 100 Years of Age, My Sister's Serial Killer, The City of Shadows, 13 Reasons Why, Heroes, Holes, The Switch, the first of the Gossip Girl books, the Before the Coffee Gets Cold books that are currently translated, Drunk Folk Stories, No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference, and Notes on Nationalism. That is that shelf. Moving down to the rainbow shelf. So I definitely need to read some more green books and some more purple books, but this is how it's looking so far and I think it looks pretty cool. So we've got Evolution, Skellig, Cinderella is Dead, So You Want to Talk About Race, Flea, The Flat Share, Lady in the Van, the Ladybird Book of the Midlife Crisis, The Snow Spider, Nick and Charlie, Finding Audrey, The Midnight Library, Solitaire, Wink, I Was Born for This, Fangs, The Ladybird Book of the Hipster, This Winter, Dinosaur Therapy, Talking as Fast as I Can, Queenie, The Black Flamingo, Convenience Store Woman, and People from My Neighbourhood. And then we've got this little pink dinosaur that I made on the end. And we've also got this moon lamp. It's currently run out of battery, but yeah, you just switch it on and it looks like the moon. You can't really tell that it's the moon without the light on. but if I hold it closer you can kind of see the craters and stuff, and it looks really cool with the light on. So then, moving down to the next shelf, this gold box holds the books read in the current month before I do my monthly wrap up. We've got a pot of bookmarks and spare tabs. Then tarot cards. Behind the tarot cards are the prompts for my TBR game that have been used this year. And then this is the middle grade / children's section. So here we've got Amelia Fang, Goth Girl, Amari and the Night Brothers, A Place Called Perfect, the Narnia books, and the first 4 of the Disney villains books. Then, moving down one more, this is the final dinosaur that I made, and I think it looks really cool. It's a green one down here, and these are the graphic novels. So you've got Sheets, Delicates, The Sad Ghost Club 2, Heartstopper 1, 2, 3 and 4, The Umbrella Academy, and the first 3 books of the Vampire Academy that were made into graphic novels. So yeah, that's the bookcase. That's how it's all looking now, that's how it's all gone together. I'm really happy with it. Obviously these are just the books that I've read. And every month more and more will get added. Hopefully by the end of it, my unread bookcase upstairs, there'll be less and less on there, and the read bookcase, this one, there'll be more and more, and that's the dream really, having read most of my books. So we're getting there, we're making progress, and yeah, I think over time this will adapt and change as I get more books on here, but for now, because we've still got plenty of space, I think it looks really cool. I will eventually get a few more ornaments to put on there. I have seen a really cool balloon dog ornament on Etsy that I think could be quite cool in this gap here. But for now, I'm just leaving it, and I'm probably going to go to the charity shops at some point and have a look around there. So, just a quick look. To the side of the bookcase, we've got this reading chair. So, from on the chair, the bookcase is here, so nice and easy. And then behind the chair we've got a plant stand, but I don't yet have a plant that is the correct size to go on it. And then I'm hoping to fit a lamp in here, so it could be a nice little reading corner next to the red bookcase. But yeah, that was my bookcase organisation video. I do hope that you've liked it. Please do give the video a like if you have. Subscribe down below if you'd like to see more content like this, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!